it's Andy, and welcome to episode 1 of Musical Stories. So I'm putting together a collection of funny, whimsical, humorous, sometimes tragic and sometimes serious stories about my life in music. If you're a musician, I hope that you can relate. If not, I hope that you find them kind of funny. And if you're a struggling musician, I hope that you find some inspiration here to keep going and keep playing your music and sharing your passion. So anyway, episode 1, the first story is called The Drum Trailer. Okay, so I was back in Colorado and I was in a band, and the band was called Deep Green Nation, and we were auditioning a drummer. And so we already had guitar, and I played mandolin, we had bass, and we had electric cello. But the thing we didn't have was drums. So we used to have a drummer that was kind of a heavy hitter and played drum kit, but what we really wanted was someone that played hand percussion, maybe a cajon, maybe some congas and bongos, maybe not the whole drum set, but like a limited amount, because we were kind of bluegrass / Americana / roots rock / acoustic rock, and so we didn't want a heavy sound. So we put out some feelers for a drummer. A guy responded, he came out, and so here's how the story goes. So we're at band practice, we warmed up a little bit, and our prospect comes in. Let's just call him Jerry, okay? I won't use his real name. So Jerry comes in and he says, "I'm ready for my audition." And we say, "Great, go ahead and set up, let's go." And he's like, "Where can I back up my trailer?" Okay, so at that point we kind of looked at each other and thought, oh no, what's happening here? So we opened up the garage door. We were practicing in a garage at the time, okay? And we open up the garage door, and there's this huge pickup truck and this huge trailer. It looks like someone was moving or something. But he backed his trailer up to the garage, and then he brought a helper along, and he opened up the back of his trailer, and inside the trailer it just looked like Neil Peart got his drums stolen or something, because there was like 100 drums in there. It was his drum trailer, all right? He had like 1,000-piece drum set. I'm serious. It was just more drums than you could count. Okay, and so we were like, all right, set up, let's go. And so he started to set up and carry stuff in. There was a second person helping him, and they were carrying their stuff in and setting it up. And after about half an hour, we said, "Are you ready?" And he said, "No, I gotta keep on setting up, guys. I'm not ready." And we said, "Well, we don't want to waste any time, so we're gonna go ahead and move forward with our practice. And so we're gonna play our songs and practice our songs while you set up." And he said, "Okay." So we went through and we played our entire set list. We played all our songs. And it took about, 55 minutes. Just shy of an hour. And then we stopped and we said, "All right, are you ready?" And he said, no, I need more time to set up. I'm not done setting up." And so we responded with, "Hey, it's been an hour and a half. You're not ready to play yet?" Nope, I gotta set up my drums. Couldn't possibly play unless everything's set up. "All right, well, we're gonna go take a break." So we took a break, let him do his thing, and then we came back about half an hour later. "Okay, are you ready for your audition?" Nope, I gotta set up my drums, guys. I'm not ready." "Okay, well, we're gonna work on our new songs. We're gonna write some songs and just work on, we're gonna do our thing." And so for another hour, we sat down, we worked on the songs that we were writing. We tried, to develop the choruses, we tried different chords, we tried different lyrics, we worked on harmony vocals. And so then after about an hour of that, we asked him, "Are you ready to play now?" He said, "Nope, I'm not ready. I need more time to set up." So we took another break for about, 20 minutes. And we came back. Are you ready to play? Nope, I'm not ready. And so finally we just had to say, well, you've been here for about 3 hours and your audition starts now. We're going to play a song. You play along. This is your audition. And he said, but I'm not ready. I have to set up more drums. And we basically said, you have to just play the drums you have set up now. He had 2 bass drums, about 8 toms, about 16 cymbals, a whole rototom set, a xylophone, rain sticks, vibro slap. He had all the drums that I don't even know what the names of them are, okay? But anyways, he basically said, well, I can't possibly play a song. I haven't set up all my drums yet. And we said, well, I'm going to count it in on a 4 count, and if you play, it's your audition, and if you don't play, you don't pass. So, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We started to play a song. And he came in and he started to play, and he got way ahead. And he did a fill and hit the cymbal and came in, and he was like a beat or 2 ahead of everyone else. And then he kind of looked around and we started into the next verse and he really fell behind. And anyway, the song kind of fell apart halfway through because he kind of lost it. And he was like, let's start over, guys. And we were like, I think it's not going to work out, but thanks for coming out to practice. That's going to be it for tonight. And so, but the rest of the story is this. So now he has to pack up and haul away all his drums. So I don't know exactly how long he was there doing that, but we all left and went home, and he packed up his whole drum kit and put it back into the trailer and drove away. Okay, so the moral of the story is never bring a 97-piece drum set to a bluegrass audition, okay? In other words, he probably could have just played a bass drum, a snare drum, 1 tom, and a hi-hat. And if he would have played super, super well, we would have said, great, this is exactly what we need. We need someone that can really play along with us, someone that can lock in, someone that's right on. Doesn't matter how many drums you own. It only matters that you can play well. So the other thing to consider is this. This was a Americana / bluegrass / roots rock / acoustic act. There was an acoustic guitar, acoustic cello, acoustic mandolin, and acoustic bass. And so here's what that means. When you walk out onto the stage to set up and get ready to give your concert, you don't need any setup or any amps or any preparation. You just walk out onto the stage and play. We didn't carry around amps. In fact, when we performed, sometimes there was just a mic and you would stand around it like bluegrass musicians do. Okay, for some gigs we did plug in and carry amps, but they were small ones, and you would just have 1 cord, plug your cord in, you're ready to go. So we could set up in, 30 seconds. It wasn't a big deal. But this guy thought that he could spend 3 hours setting up for every show. And here's the reality of it, we played gigs where there would be a band every hour. Every band would play for 50 minutes, and then there would be 10 minutes in between the bands. And in that 10 minutes, one band has to take everything off the stage, and the other band has to carry everything onto the stage, set up, tune, be ready, go. So you have less than 10 minutes to go from I'm standing on the side of the stage with my gear to show starts, 1, 2, 3, 4, play. You have to do that in less than 10 minutes. And so we were kind of looking for someone that could do that with us. Someone that could set up and say, 6 minutes, and then play a concert. All right, so ask yourself this question. if you take all the gear that you have in your trunk or the back of your car or whatever, and I say, you need to play a show. Ready? Go. How fast could you grab all your gear, set it up, plug it in, turn it on, get your instrument, and then begin the show? Is it less than 5 or 6 minutes? If not, maybe that's something to work on. Okay, now if you're in, like, say, a metal band or a synth band, and you have laptops or light shows or other things that are fairly complicated, maybe that takes a little bit longer. But what I'm talking about is just musical instruments: drums, guitar, bass, keyboard, vocals. You want to make sure that you can set up fast. Anyway, if you've had an interesting audition experience, either from the perspective of someone that auditioned or from the perspective of someone that was listening to someone audition, please share it below. And I hope to see you in episode 2. Thanks for listening.